So that's the crash, or soft lock, whatever you want to call it. If you get a sanity effect while trying to get the death skip. And that happens. Two things have to happen. One, you got to get... First of all, you have to be slow. Or not slow, but, you know, not fast enough. So the timer will finish. The timer for the first sanity effect will finish while you're fighting the horror. And that's why the early Karim is so important, that it's like almost perfect. Or just really, really clean, you know? And then the other thing is you need to get unlucky that you're gonna have a bad sanity effect. And a bad sanity effect is any effect that resets the room. Those are the ones that soft lock or crash. And then there's one that does a hard lock, which is the Edward cinematic. Edward Go cinematic. Because that one, you don't soft lock the game, you don't get a crash, you get to the next room, but you get a narrow cat in your inventory. Yeah, in your inventory, not in your rune, not in your spell page. It's like an item that you can't use, and you can also use it for spells. So from there, there's no way to get narrow cat normally, and so your hard lock. There's no way to progress. Only with glitches. Like, I guess you can cutscene storage. Just skip the chapter. Yeah, that's probably an option. But then I'm not sure if you can actually finish the game without Narcat. I will need to see the requirements for the runes on Enga. There is some runes that can actually be skipped on Enga. You know, right now, well, I don't know if it's still happening, but when I started stream, my family were actually watching a movie in the living room with like a huge projector. I guess I could have watched the movie. I usually prefer to watch movies alone. I feel like I hold my emotions too much when I'm with other people watching movies or series, or even playing video games. Like if it is like a video game with a story, for example. That's why I don't really do playthroughs on my stream of like, yeah, I play Spelunky, but you know. Like, I'm glad I didn't play, let's say, Celeste on my stream the first time I played Celeste. Jeez. I'm not visiting. No thanks. I just can't remember the Helios strat. I mean, I remember how it is, but I can't remember to do it. That's an interesting position for the zombie. Or pose, rather. Is that low sanity? It might be. No sanity effect though. Can't tell because the enemies are here. The cutscene will still play when you enter the room the first time, but if you see no enemies, that means you got a bad sanity effect. This is kind of like a warning. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this reaction thread. I've been learning to live with it. Yo, Palta. Thank you for the good luck. How's things? All the zombies going for Elia. Alright, let's see how much time I lose here. Wow, that's a lot. Jeez, I expected like 4 seconds. I guess that happens when you go for that's emerge and you don't get it. And that thing saves like 2 seconds. That's why I always say you shouldn't go for that kind of time save at the beginning, you know, when you're starting to run the game. Just not worth it.
From my research, it is apparent that the endeavor...
Tired? Me too. Run Pokemon Crystal in the morning. Now I'm practicing some manips for the run, but it's difficult. I see. Yeah, manipulations on RPGs can be pretty tough.
Oh my god, what is it?
This devil's work.
I don't know about Pokemon. I've never really seen, never been familiar with Pokemon runs, but I remember stuff like Fire Emblem, for example, has some sick manipulations. And it's like pretty much just learning the inputs by heart. And if you mess one input, it's kind of over because you alter the RNG. I don't know if it works the same way, but... So what generation is Crystal? I'm super not familiar with generations. Do manipless run, but in the future I want to do manips, I see. Second, like the DLC of Gold Silver. Okay. Yeah, you know, back in my day, there was like 150 Pokemon. Now I remember watching the anime up to like second gen, I think. But I never really played Pokemon. Apart from like the mini games of Pokemon Stadium on the N64. That's as much as I did. I have a Pok collection of Pokemon. Because also during my boomer, yeah, I'm a boomer. I'm a doomer. When I was young, there was this trend in Chile where if you buy junk food, like potato chips or so, you will get a Pog inside the thing. And so I was a junk food enthusiast when I was young. I was actually very fat. They're true stories. And Yeah, I collected a lot of those. I have a lot of those. I have bootleg Pokemon toys collection. Nice. Is there like 1,000 Pokemon today or not yet? Are we at that level? More than 600? Okay. Yeah, I feel like when the day comes, you know, the day where the thousands... Oh, no sound. Interesting. No sound on Anthony. The Pokemon number 1,000. It's gonna be like a big event, I feel, for the Pokemon community, right? Okay. Yeah, it look a little bit weird. Another one of these. Jeez. That's my big issue with the newer Pokemon games. I can't handle the amount, yeah. Like, even in the first Pokemon, I cannot handle the amount. That's why I never play Pokemon. I mean, it's not the only reason, but it's one of the reasons. The first reason is I've never been a handheld person. I don't particularly like handhelds. I like big screens. This is the big reason why I'm not completely crazy for smartphones. Because the small screen kind of hurts my eyes. So I never had a handheld when I was young. But I had the opportunity to play a little bit of Pokemon, like on emulators, for example.
Dreams.
Because I play Fire
Modern
Emblem
psychology.
and Advance Wars, stuff like that, on emulators. Mishcap even. But yeah, the thing about Pokemon is that, so I play a bunch of RPGs when I was young, like Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasies, Escapes of Arcadia. And I was very obsessive, you know, completionist and all that shit. I like it to get max levels and all that bullshit. So imagine that on Pokemon, you know? Because your average JRPG, you have like 4 to 6 characters, you know? But in Pokemon, you have like 100 something. So if you are a completionist person, that's just not healthy. So I just felt completely overwhelmed by the idea of leveling up so many things. It was a little bit too much for me. Alright. Let's don't get a crutch this time. Dropper. Okay, at least the zombies attacking, so should be easy after. Music's gone. It happened again. The music glitch. It might be an introduction thing. That's fine because we're gonna hear the Gift of Forever, I think. Oh, fucked it up. Okay. Oh, fuck. One, two. Goodbye, music. And now it starts again. Right? Yeah, start again. Nice. It's kind of a cool glitch, because... Oh, until that happens. Yeah, it started again, but then... I guess on another sanity threshold, you activate the scary noises again. It's like when... down to below 25%, that's another threshold. I assume. Okay, kill it. Okay. Oh, this is pretty bad. That's the correct decision. Still fine.
Curry.
But I can save several more seconds there. So that probably means that I'm getting pretty fast at the backups. That's the other thing, you know, sometimes you lose time because you don't get the perfect thing. So you gotta go for the backup, and you lose a bunch of time there. But the better you get at the backups, the less time you lose when you don't get the sickest trap. You're getting better at failing. You're getting better at being bad.
That I was shocked by the sudden mention.
Which is very important because 90% of the time you're gonna be bad. That's like a lesson for life. Go for max. Go for the horror. Great. Okay. The movement is kind of tricky there because of the weird camera and all that. And you can't even, I think you can't even grab the thing without changing the camera. It's tricky. Three. Okay. Oh my god, whatever. I mean, the lady's in a bad spot, so... Who cares? So I unequip my flintlocks. And then I freak out. But that means I can go for the fast menu. And it also means 2 bullets here instead of 1. That's rule number 1 of max Guardian. Always enter with 2 bullets. Where are we going? Nice. Only good guardians today. Always a fan of that. I'm telling you, my strat works. Pretty sure it gives you tiny better chance.
The Ancients' influence was incredible. From
It's Lindsey time again. If you pay close attention to the faces that scream on the tone dimension, you will actually notice that not all of them are just faces screaming. There's a couple of like bodies that are like jumping into like a swimming pool, that kind of thing. Ah, that's close. Yeah, it's super funny. Like, I remember the first time I saw them. Yeah. Interesting. I'm not familiar with not getting the change on camera. That's just the bad part about this, the stamina. Good backup. You get a bad angle. You need to wait a little bit longer because the zombie is gonna take longer to turn around. Just over 50%. Now this magic is a little bit worrying. Like, I know I need low magic, but not that low. Hopefully it's just enough. Nice. Went pretty far there. And now I'm a gone. Loading gone. Running in poison. I guess Lindsey's back. Let's see if I can kill the extra zombie. No. I need to do it even before. I know there's a way to do it so it doesn't damage you with sanity.
Remember me, Alex.
This isn't really happening.
I have pretty good health, at least. I was supposed to sneak there. Okay, first money. One more money after this. And yeah, that's more than enough magic to get the trapper here. It really is funny how my PvE got an insane Lindsey, but like a pretty bad early game. And so they almost even out. Hello, Max. I'm pretty far away. Ah, that's too late, yeah. Yeah, I kind of want to get it as late as possible, but still get it, you know? Because if you get it as late as possible, then you get a lot of frames. Like this one, I don't think I have too many frames. That's close. That has to be possible. Come on. Come on, come on. Please. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Please work. There's one more thing that needs to happen for this to work. We're gonna see it after this cutscene, if it actually worked. Oh god. It's kinda cool to have... Not gonna lie, it is kinda cool to have a 1 minute cutscene to rest after that madness. And then it's still not finished, you know, I still need to get a good pole. This pole can be hard at the end. It can be pretty hard.
In Europe, during the time of the Inquisition.
Look at the fucking sumo best. Look at the fucking sumo best. God. Still not over. I still need to finish the run. And I'm actually not sure if this can world record. Like, I guess it can, technically, but it's very unlikely. So don't count on that. No. This was like 6 try, 7 try. Now, if I get a first try, it's like pretty much guaranteed war record. Like I can play super relaxed and like do safety save and get the war record if I get a first try. This one, I'm not so sure if it's that it's gonna be my real PV. It's gonna be my... It can be my PV with this route. You know, the 36. But the actual record with the other route is a 31. It's a late 31. We're a Fighter. I've heard that game a couple times. I don't think I ever seen it. It's like an old fighting game, or not? It has several underrated series. No, it's a severely underrated series. There you go. That one came out near the end of PS3. I see. Yeah, like I've heard the name a couple times. Okay, 2 pulls and a trapper for the no magic message. 1, 2, reload, trapper, mace, Anthony. Not yet. It's on the horror. It's on the horror. So there's a possible soft lock at the end of that room. Don't go there. Don't go there. You gotta go upstairs. If you go too far into the door and you get into the cutscene right before opening the door, you get a soft lock on the next room. It's kind of scary. Now there's kind of a safe strat where you just walk into the door and start matching B really fast. And if you are a fast matcher, it's pretty much guaranteed that you will never see a soft lock. But you know, the nerves and all that. Sega tease they're going to do something with it not long ago. Oh, I see. Well, I feel like Sega has been teasing everyone this time. Doing a lot of polls about what series do you want to get revived. Because I've seen it on the Skies of Arcadia community. On the PSO community too. I wouldn't mind a PSO 3. I know it's impossible because they're still going with PSO 2. And the only reason why I would love PSO 3 is because PSO 2 port is bullshit. So that I'd rather just prefer an entire new game that it is like universal everywhere. That's not happening because they're still supporting PSO2, so, and like doing content for that. Okay, any walls bleeding? I don't see any. No? Okay. We're doing that then. Haven't done that in a while. But I'm not taking the risk of sanity effect. No thanks. I only hope magic is not too low for the rest of the chapter. Yeah, actually another Phantasy Star would also be great. Like just a JRPG.
Brother Andrew suspected Augustine all along.
Brother Andrew is dead. Okay, I hope the manips are like here. Okay, magic is actually pretty low. Should I risk this? I don't know. Fuck it. Just playing safe. Yeah, so if I keep doing manips with this magic, I might run out of magic for the trapper. I'm still gonna waste at least one recovery to see if my magic is fine. Like on this room. Fuck. Let's see. Yeah, I can... Okay, let's wait for the horror. Let's see how much damage I get on the horror. And then I waste another one. What an asshole. I hate when bone thieves do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I feel like JRPGs can definitely... I feel like they can still work. You know, with Dragon Quest XI existing on the kind of modern era, I feel like that's proof enough proof that they can still work. Okay, so I read Peter immediately. That's what we do here.
The war to end all wars redefined how mankind...
Because, yeah, we have Peter. That's what we did on the very weird setup before. That's the whole purpose. To get Peter. Without even touching Roberto. So we do a whole lot of weird things with get item manipulation, with the the scroll that we tried to get on Anthony, but we kind of stored that item manipulation, that getting the item, and that's why we did a save file after on Alex, because then there we have that state. And then with the teleport and all that, we can get the item because we are on the correct room for that to work. And then here, a trapper into the door to walk on this cutscene. But that's only one of the things that this trapper does. This trapper has a better job than that. And that's... it's basically a summon. So now the trapper is free somewhere, So now I'm gonna make another save file. And so on this save file, the game will remember the ID of that trapper for later. So that's an ID of 40 in the memory. It's like object number 40. Then later, normally when you get to the Black Guardian is gonna have an ID of 50. Normally. But first we're gonna make some spells. An item. Penny. Bullets. So we want to align those two IDs, and to do so I need to unload a bunch of items. So that's the first item, the bullets there, the ammo. I need to unload 10 items, but some items count as 2 on this room in particular, because there's 2 copies of this room. The one with the lights on and the one with the lights off. And so the idea is to align both IDs to make the game think that the last creature I summoned was Black Guardian. And then the game always kills the last creature you summon when you summon the next creature. So we'll see if that works. Because if it doesn't work, I need to do a normal fight. Because there's no way around. Because the other strat you could do, there's a strat to skip this fight, the Black Guardian fight, is a zombie clip. Which is clipping into stained glass with a zombie and a barrier. I have a barrier, but I don't have a zombie because I skipped 5 circle. I can't do 5 spells. Not on this save file. His health is really, really low. I'm not taking my chances. I don't know why it's so low. I feel like it's lower than normal. But maybe I'm just a little bit paranoid. So that zombie needs to activate. There you go. It doesn't count as dead until it activates. And I need it dead for this to work. So we do another save file. We go here to the previous save file. And then here, my ID of summons is 40. No, don't save, load. Now I load this one. And that remembers my ID, so my ID is still 40 when I load here. And hopefully the one of the Black Guardian is also 40. We'll see now. I can match summon because I have a little bit of sanity. Yep, let's go. You see, the Black Guardian is kind of a giant trapper if you think about it. Kind of looks like one. And then 69 years later, we're going to do the Edward skip. I mean, we already did the important part, which is getting the correct item. Okay, magic is on. Magic was on like 20. Makes sense.
Help me! Please help me!
So I can do the proper manips. Yeah. Okay.
I can't get the blood out!
So we're doing risky manips. One here. And that's the only one we're gonna do. Because we need magic. No sanity effects? Nice. We might see a pause one. When I use the penny. Okay, nice. Penny is used. Let's go to Michael.
Wherever disaster and death lurk, there is like...
And yeah, that's like the end, the second bar of the Edward Skip. Just getting Michael because you got this stethoscope early. And that's the only real necessity for Edward, is a flag to get the pickaxe in the basement. And then the pickaxe to get into the room that has the stethoscope. But there's nothing else. There's no another mandatory flag that you need on Enga or nothing. Unlike Peter and Michael, which are mandatory to unlock the light puzzle. Yeah, Peter and Michael, not just Michael. It's really weird. It's two flags for some reason. There's a trick you can do here to move during this cutscene with a no tone message. And it saves like 1 second if you do it risky on Japanese. Risky means you're risking a softlock. And if you're not risking a softlock and if you go for a slightly safer approach, it doesn't say time in Japanese, but it says 1 second on US. Even with the save strat. So on US the risky strap will say 2 seconds. And that's just because Japanese has slower pre-rendered cutscenes. And you need one of those to make it work. Okay. So, doing a recovery on certain spots to avoid sanity effects. Now hold here, because you don't waste your magic inside those kinds of sanity effects. Michael doesn't have a whole lot of magic, so every time you can save magic is amazing. And here we're gonna save more magic using the explosion finally after all this time. Right there, I just died. So we're gonna try it again. Because you recover all your magic after that. No double arm attacks, let's go. Those are the best horrors. They used to be an RNG fest. Either 4 seconds fight or 1 minute and 10 fight. Completely random. Now it's a guaranteed 12 seconds, I think, more or less. Almost done with Michael, just escape. Just need to escape. I don't know if I have enough magic for this here. Yeah. Yeah, actually, if you get everything right and you don't get a single shock from the horrors, you should be right on magic there. Otherwise, you do it here. On that corner before the horror. And just a tiny bit slower because you have to speed storage. But almost nothing. And this pull is to save you on the escape, because otherwise you receive a lot of health damage with vision. You're gonna go low health. And you start going super slow. And that's my goal. Whoa. That's interesting. Very interesting. Okay, cancel trapper here.
And it's worse than that, my dear.
Yo, thank you for the raid. Okay, magic is... Yeah, okay. Okay, that's actually very good. Like, it's kind of a time loss, but that means I don't have to do manips here. And that's just so much easier for me. Thank you for the follows. I'm kind of at the end of the run, so I cannot see everything. But thank you, everyone. Okay, so we're gonna put that, and then this here. Almost open that, and then finish the puzzle. Teleport to the basement. Open this thing. Yo, thank you for the good luck. Oh, Speedrun Espanol. Nice. Oh, you were doing the race, right? Mega Man X. Mega Man X2, I think. Or I'm just wrong. I don't remember. Yo, Fuss, how you doing? Nyaki. Yumi, Shemi. Hello, everyone. Diego. Okay, so I should be able to do a pull here, I think. Although, you know what? I'm gonna do it on the next one. I'm just gonna be safe. There's no reason. Because that's gonna extend the pool a little bit. Just rather be safe. And stick to the reaction route. Because this route has two options, basically. I got the second one that makes a pull here. If I mix those two together, things can go wrong. So even while slower, it's just 2 seconds. I think I can afford 2 seconds. And time to repair Enga. There's a small glitch there where the game remembers your last 7 spell on the previous chapter. So your enchantment is actually on number 7 instead of number 3. It's pretty weird, but it just works like that. So here you're gonna do a 3 enchant, and that would normally mean, you know, you just go to the spell page and match A, because that's like the fastest spell, the default spell. But since you're on number 7, you actually need to, you can't just match, you need to scroll once. I usually do it before, but a lot of the time I just forget to do it. Sneak here. Okay, I gotta remember the new strat. This is a new strat on Alex. Making a Chaturga pool for stamina. That's the last optimization, just a bunch of days. A couple days ago, actually. Number 4. Okay, Trapper. Sells a bull. Gonna target run here. Put on Angry Trapper. And a Warm Warp, hopefully. Nice. So double Trapper into walking in this cutscene, cancelling the Trapper, and storing this Sanity effect. So now we have a Sepia effect, which will teleport you back to the default position of a room when you get over 94 sanity. So we're gonna use that on the longest room later. And until that, we're going to remain with this sepia effect for a little bit. Where's the trappers? Where are the trappers? There's one there, okay. That's gonna be a problem later. Okay, so next one's number 3. Number 3 has a pause. A cinematic. Okay. And there, I need to assign. So I'm assigning Chaturga pool and item. I'll take the place of the other pool and the trapper. Yeah. Cutscene. So no rats this day, I'm sorry, but the other cutscene is actually faster. Rats are just for marathons. And we're gonna cast a free shield here. There you go. And now my sanity is getting closer to 94. I And it's probably already 94. But there is a timer. Once you had 94, the timer doesn't activate. I mean, it's active, but you need to wait for the timer to finish before the teleport happens. And there's the teleport. And since you have to wait a little bit for the teleport, you can cast a 3 spell while you wait. And this spell right here allows me to run forever for about a minute. And that's the last optimization that we did a couple days ago. 9, we go number 2. Okay. Okay, so here we're gonna do a shield in the middle. And then combine that with a reveal. And that's a multicast. Casually, every time you cast a spell, you cannot move or receive damage. If you want the spell to finish. So it's like a big time loss waiting for spells. But with glitches you can walk while casting, and that's free casting. We're gonna go 6 now. 6. It was a very good tournament, nice. Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. Okay, time to target run. So you press R while you run with a certain rhythm, and that confuses the trapper into thinking that you're not running. And now we're gonna see that again on the next spire. Can I get this? Yeah. The last second. So this one is the hardest one, because the trapper are in, like, awful spots. Yeah, that was really bad. If you get like a tight spot of trappers like that, it's kinda awkward. And that's the last optimization. Normally, or before 2 days ago or 3 days ago, we'd only do a shield there. But now I do a multicast with another spell. With the Chaturga pool. And that's the last rune for this. Now we got one more skip here. I'm actually gonna save. I normally don't do these on runs, but this is a special run. Yeah, this might not work actually. No, actually, this won't work. Obviously. I forgot one spell. Good thing I saved. Gosh. That is a time loss. But I think the position was still wrong, so. Just choking. Yeah, that looked better. Okay. So yeah, time loss, but whatever. There's a 2-frame window there where the game just crashes. Oh, 20 seconds. Oh my god, that's so much. Oh, that sucks. That could have been, I think that could have been the sub 130. And I just fucked it up right there. That really, really sucks. Guess I'm too nervous. No crutch. Let's get a good Pius though. Let's go for a good Pius, please. It's pretty much just log. Health is not looking so bright though. Not the best Pius. Elia, please. Please, don't do that. Don't we start doing that, please. Oh, come on, that could have been a close one. This is gonna be an awful Pius. Also max in this position. It's completely awful. Oh. Gotta be sure to don't get a hit with Alex, because I'm like pretty low health actually. Thanks for that. One more. Roberto, my guy. Don't fail me this time. Okay. At least a good position for the shotgun. I can actually match for a frame perfect skip. Okay, it didn't happen. Fuck! Oh! Ah, fuck you! It was a sub 30! Oh! No, GG, of course, but it was a sub 30. Oh, dude.
It's finally over.
It's fine, it's fine.
The ancients' plans are
That's
For an
1
hour
minute
at least.
30 or so war record.
Incredibly courageous young woman.
The previous one
Mother
is
and father would have been
1 hour
proud.
31 49, I
Just as
think.
I'm sorry it had to be like this. It's not quite the
Yeah, Dreams
intelligence
Alive, but I don't
of
think I'm
my
doing it now.
But there was so little time.
Because I've been grinding this
So
too
much
much.
to do.
I want something a little bit different.
I will miss you.
I think this is the longest I grinded for a route on this game.
As I gazed up at the ancient I had brought into this world to stop Pius,
Those Vikings too? It could
my
be.
mistake was made clear. This ancient
Either that or
wanted
something,
to ruin
another
just
thing
as
on
easily
Eternal.
as Pius's would have. And yet,
I do need to
quickly as it
recover
began.
some records on Lost Vikings 2 that I lost on individual
to
levels.
think that once I could not see beyond the veil of reality, to see those who dwell behind. I was once a fool.
Oh god. Yeah, and honestly, that could have been, you know, like a 15-second better Pius. It wasn't a bad Pius though. I mean, a completely bad one. It was more like just very far away artifacts, you know? But I didn't got hit a single time with the ghosts. Those are the biggest time loss. Didn't got any of those, so. Oh my god, this is the run with the awful Elia. Oh my god. Oh, this is that run. That's embarrassing. Okay, so yeah, so where you're looking at the Sum of Vest. Like I told several days ago, 126. It's like I think a human, like a big, I don't know if human limit, but it's like reasonable for humans. Because the 126 is getting everything perfect, plus, and of course my best pars ever, which is really unlikely, and also it's bronze skip. So here I lose an entire minute on Lindsey because of no bronze skip. And then, yeah, I lose some time on Elia, lose some seconds on Anthony, lose some seconds on Kareem. So not the cleanest early game, call it. Thank you for the GGs. And then Roberto Skip. How many tries I got? I actually don't know. I think it was like 7 or 8. 7. I'm not sure. Let's call it 6 to 8. A number between 6 and 8. If you get it first try, that's how I get the 26 or the 27. You know, it's just insane. That stupid trick. It's really insane. The fact that you can like technically have it, you know, first try. And yeah, it could have been the fucking sub 30, but whatever. You know, it's arbitrary. It doesn't mean anything. You know, like, if you think about it, if we use SDA timing, or not the SDA, the actual SDA timing, but like the first speedrun.com timing, they started the timer on the first input of the player. On like the first input after pressing new game, you know? So when you actually get to move the player. So with that timing, this is actually sub 130. So it's always arbitrary, it doesn't matter. But yeah, those 20 seconds, it sucks. Just because I forgot one spell. And what else? Everything else was pretty clean. Like, ball was relatively clean. I lose some time though, because I went safe. I didn't go bleeding walls, which means I wanted to go safe because I haven't actually routed my magic without bleeding walls. So I just went safe on it and used the meditation rod. I also made a save file, so that's 4-second loss. But again, just to be safe. There's some extra save files all over the run actually. Just because this is... on my first run with this route, I'm with this mindset of doing save files to actually finish a run, you know? And then later I can think of optimizing. But I want to rest a little bit. Again. But that's good. That's good. We finally got a record with Roberto Skip. Now there's gonna be a discussion on the Discord about this is it allowed or not, most likely. I guess. Because I don't think we actually had that discussion yet. But I don't give a shit. I wanted to prove that the potential of the run. Oh, that's great. Finally, dude. Okay.